Book My Dear Friend Jezebel. An urgent alert for the pastoral family. Cover generated at https://ideogram.ai. Domingo Gonzalez. 2024. Content. Introduction. Chapter 1. And who is this chick? Chapter 2. A basic problem. Chapter 3. And how did this chick come in? Chapter 4. Family privacy. Chapter 5. Immune to Jezebel. Chapter 6. A solution. Chapter 7. An important recommendation. Final words. Recommended bibliography. Introduction. I think one of the biggest problems with many men and women of God is the belief that because they are men and women of prayer, and because they are sure that they have a good relationship with God, they cannot be deceived. I always say, the devil has been dealing with people and deceiving men of God for thousands of years. The most absurd thing we can do is to sin by being trusting and believing that he will not be able to deceive us. In this book I do not want to give the spirit of Jezebel the same approach that is always given, that is, that of a purely sexual spirit. The spirit of Jezebel does not only seduce sexually. The Bible does not say that Jezebel seduced Ahab sexually to do what she wanted. The spirit of Jezebel is a spirit of control that can begin its seduction with supposed humility and obedience. I saw and heard a pastor say in front of several people, "I don't know anyone as obedient and who recognizes the authority of a pastor as that boy." Context. That boy flattered him for 1 hour, and then, that boy made such a mess that even after more than 10 years they have not been able to repair the mess that that boy made in the church. Not all seduction is sexual. There is another type of seduction that is very strong today in the midst of this emotional society in which we live, and it is emotional seduction, and with that type of seduction you can also control kings, pastors, ministers, evangelists and entire churches. So, if you are looking for a book on how to deal with the spirit of Jezebel in the sexual area, this book is not for you. In this book we will tell the true story of how a very cunning and emotionally seductive spirit of Jezebel entered the pastoral family and did what it does best: control, be the center of attention and eliminate true worship. With this book I hope to tell you in the quickest, easiest and clearest way how to detect it, what strategies it used to enter our home and church, and with the help of the Holy Spirit, I hope to be able to help you avoid it and teach you how to eliminate it if you have realized that it is already inside. One very important thing that I want to clarify before starting with the first chapter is that this spirit does not work only through women, which is a mistake that has been made for years. On the other hand, please let us not go around throwing stones at everything that moves, lest God put people with true and pure love near us and we turn against them. Beloved, we have a Bible, we have the Holy Spirit, and now you will also be able to have this book that I hope will be of great help to avoid emotional seduction, which is the entry strategy of this spirit of Jezebel. Although my idea is that each of my books is individual in content and purpose, and that none needs the other to be understood, what I am going to explain in this book is based on some real stories that I told in my book, Skeletons in the Closet: Memoirs of a Pastor's Son. If you have already read it, you will have a good context, although you will not need that book to understand the truths that I intend to teach in this one. As I said, it is a real story that I am going to use. It is the story of my family in the church where my parents pastor. It is not to uncover skeletons, it is to help you discover what it took me more than 10 years to realize. Without further ado, let's get into this. It is going to be exciting.